$5 billion is available in the budget to employers, any business, if they take on an apprentice or a trainee or what the government calls young jobless up to the age of 35. Now, I just made mention that Albanese has picked this up tonight. There is a stack of legislation about age discrimination. Amanda, is this age discrimination? There are many people unemployed now who are saying, well, hang on, if I go for a job and I'm 40, they might say, well, hang on, if I appoint a 32-year-old, half the wage will be paid, I'm out of the equation. Amanda.
Alan, nothing really could be further from the truth. The facts tell us that the people who have overwhelmingly borne the brunt of unemployment in COVID are young people.
That's true.
This is a measure that's designed to correct that and get them back into the workforce. We know that young people don't have as much experience. They don't have as much wisdom yet. They don't have what they need to be attractive hiring propositions. And so we're trying to rebalance the ledger to give them a chance.
Yeah, Amanda, that is true, but a 28-year-old unemployed, to me anyway, is no different from a 45-year-old unemployed. You're wanting those people to have a job. And so if there are two prospective employees going for one job, under this provision, if the employer takes on the 28-year-old, the 42-year-old, he'll have to pay full freight. For the 28-year-old, he'll get a 50% subsidy. What do you make of that, Tanya Plibersek?
Well, Alan, it's true that young people have suffered a lot during this recession, but so have women, particularly women over the age of 45. We know that they've lost more hours of work and they've been right at the front lines of the jobs that have been lost in industries like hospitality and tourism. So we want to see older workers looked after as well. And don't forget, those older workers are going to see their JobKeeper cut. If they go on to unemployment benefits, they're going to be back down to $40 a day. If you're a mum with a few kids and you're even 36 or 37, you're just over that cap. You don't get your job. You don't get the JobKeeper. That's going to go, and you're back on unemployment benefits of $40 a day. It's just unfair. It's just cruel.
Well, Amanda,
and a lot of these cuts happen before Christmas.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one to solve this, Amanda. It's supposed to be jobs, jobs, jobs. What I have never understood, if an employer gives someone a job today, they're taxed. It's called payroll tax. How does that make sense if it's about jobs, jobs, jobs? Now, I know this is a state issue, but surely something's got to be done by way of tax reform to stop that anomaly, hasn't it?
Look, I think Australians shouldn't forget that the introduction of the GST was supposed to spell the end of payroll tax. And the states have overwhelmingly reneged on that deal, and they should be held to account for that. In Queensland, we've got an election soon. That's an opportunity to do so. But this election is all about jobs. To take up the point that was just being discussed between you and Tanya, while there have been in the budget a bunch of measures that are designed to help young people through the difficulty of getting from unemployment to a job in this COVID crisis, we shouldn't forget that that is, in a sense, a rebalancing of the playing field in circumstances where we already had a whole lot of programs in place that were designed to help older people overcome what is a real difficulty for them in getting from unemployment to work. So there was already a lot of measures in place to help them. But this budget is all about making sure that we are equipping Australian businesses with everything they need to be profitable, to be sustainable, not because of some, big allegiance to corporate Australia, but because that's where regular Australians get their jobs.
OK, I think that makes a lot of sense.